Thank God the heat in the
here.
limo was working today.
Yeah. Pardon me?
Thank God the heat in the limo
By the
was
way,
working.
here's the problem with that.
Oh.
And I told Brand about it yesterday.
Oh, come on, Brand.
What's the matter?
This is just...
I was kidding.
Well, you can't... Well,
yeah, little did you know.
Yeah.
Now, you can't turn the fan off.
Oh.
Come on!
So you have the heat on, and so then it's too hot, so then you try to turn it off, and it just keeps going.
And you got that shirt on, too, so it's just a pile.
That's a good thing, because I got a big shirt on, so it just starts sweating, and at least...
No wonder you're last in the pool. Can't think straight.
And the doorman has an attitude. I mean, what else is there?
It's a good thing I'm not serious. What if I were serious? God. Anyway, so it could be a pretty good program today, or it may not.
Who knows?
So we love Dagan now and hate Connell.
That's right.
So all's right with the world.
I could have told you that was going to happen.
All right, time for some news. And let's
Amen to that, brother.
Yeah.
The market was up. The Dow was up 58 points. New 52-week high. The S&P topped 1,400. The S&P is closed at the highest level since June of 2008, and we got the futures up this morning. The Dow futures are up 9. Would you want to know?
Is there a car race this weekend?
Of course.
Where?
Bristol.
Oh, I hate that.
On Sunday.
Isn't that like a little bumper car deal where they just go? That's a quarter-mile track, right?
No, half mile.
That sucks. I won't watch that. All right, 16 after the hour. After the hour, here in the Imus Morning program. Carly has some emails just ahead of Bernard McGurk, and he's going to tell us what's coming up in the Bernie briefing. What are the emails this morning, Carly?
All right, this first one is from Marion Schultz from Hammond, Wisconsin.
Okay, what is the subject matter?
This one is about this person cannot believe that you're supporting a Newt Gingrich, Sarah Palin ticket.
Okay, well.
Shocked. Really, yeah.
Okay, well, who does she think I should support?
She doesn't say, but she's quite frightened.
Okay. Well, read the email.
Oh, okay. She says, it is really scary to think you are now supporting Newt Gingrich and Sarah Palin. Surely you aren't serious. Barbara Bush commented that she had never, in all of her years, seen such a lousy bunch of Republican candidates. President Obama is looking better and better.
Okay, well, must be another email that's better than that one.
Let's look.
All right, how about...
you know what's really... Here's what's troubling about this.
What?
Is I go over the emails ahead of time.
And then you just make
and
fun
then
of
I
all of them.
check them.
Yeah.
So let's read these, and
they're horrible.
They're horrible.
So who does that reflect upon?
That reflects upon me.
Directly.
Look, that just shows you have people scratching their heads out there with this Newt Gingrich, Sarah Palin thing. The Iron Man has them guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the...
well, that's who I'm supporting, so that's our dream ticket.
Right.
So you can either deal with that or not, so...
She's having trouble doing that.
I know people showing some love for Lou Ruffino, right?
Yeah, let's go to Zach Berglund. Zach says, Lou is great as Mark Levine, especially the way Levine builds it up, then flips out of nowhere. Can Lou do that impersonation again?
He also does Mark Levin, by the way.
Even better.
It would be great if the guy got my name right.
No, what's coming up?
Struggle with that one.
I hope he's voting in November, whenever the election is.
22 after the hour, so... Bernie's got a briefing coming up. What's there, B?
Obama and Romney take shots at each other, and Pat Robertson talks oral sex.
Oh, well,
you're going to like that.
They hate you on this show.
No, they don't.
You know, Charles was the leading indicator. It's going to be you alone in a closet with a microphone attached to nothing before this is over.
In a closet.
In your BBDs.
Yeah.
Saying, Bernie, Connell, and there'll be nobody there.
All right. This portion of the Imus Morning program is sponsored by the Hackensack University Medical Center, a place where medicine meets innovation. And I understand, believe me, that I ought to be focused on other things. But if I say to the shirt guy, Louis Rickard of Skip Gammon, I say, don't make him. He does a measurement, and he just says, well, we're going to make him bigger. I said, don't do that. And he does it anyway. And then we get him, and then I'm sitting here, and it's nearly ruined my entire...
Too much.
This is way too much.
You've been on the air talking about eating 10 cheese enchiladas in a couple of days. You know, maybe he was just trying to look out for you. Just saying.
Yeah.
The shirt is what's bothering you? You're wearing an Elton John velour jacket and
It's not
the
velour.
shirt-
It's corduroy.
You look like a Finocchio.
I know.
You need the Donald Duck hat. Sit in front of a piano.
It's coming up on 30. Ow!
Oh, no, the elbow.
Got a pain in my arm.
Oh, wow.
The
There's
voodoo
30
doll's
minutes.
working.
Finally.
Hey, do we have that video of that Carly did with Rob and Tony? Where the coffee video? We do?
Yeah, let me get it in a sec. Give me 1 second.
You know, I'm sorry you can't see it on the radio because you go to Inside Imus. You got to become an Inside Imus member. It's a good way to contribute to the Imus Cattle Ranch Kids with Cancer. And it cost me almost $2 million a year to run that, about $1.6 or $1.7 million a year to run the place. So that's why I give all the money I nearly have to them, to the ranch. So. Anyway, so when you become an Inside Imus member, the money goes to 100% of it goes to the ranch. But this is so. All right, here. So Rob is sitting there at his computer working.
Yep.
And he looks up, and Carly hands him my Starbucks cup, and Rob gets up now. He's walking back toward.
Yeah, of course.
Looks like.
Oh, what's this room?
A restroom.
Oh, the bathroom, yeah.
And he comes out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
That's like The Artist, the silent movie.
Maybe I oversold it, huh, Bernie?
What do you think, Water?
Well, it's just another day at the office. Ask us.
Being in my coffee.
Yeah.
Now you know.
All right, time for a Bernie briefing, brought to you by Planet Fitness. And here with that, but I'm a goit, morning, B.
Morning, boss, from the Small Business Authority Studios. And President Obama yesterday at a college down in Maryland. The people were swooning and fainting. And in any case, he gave a speech about energy, and he attempted some humor. Take a listen.
So do not tell me that we're not drilling. We're drilling all over this country. I mean, I guess there are a few spots where we're not drilling. We're not drilling in the National Mall. We're not drilling at your house. If you start hearing this drill, baby, drill, 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 if you start hearing that again, just remember you've got the facts.
Well, there you go. That's pretty much. He had the audience in his back pocket. But Mitt Romney last night on your friend Sean Hannity's show, he was not amused, Chief. Take a listen.
Okay.
He thinks this is all very funny, but there are a lot of people who have a hard time getting to and from work and being able to make ends meet after they've gone to and from work. I mean, you got soccer moms who, after they drop their kids off, wonder, can they afford to fill up the vehicle with gas again? I mean, there are a lot of people really suffering, having tough times right now because of these gas prices. And I can cut through the baloney in the task force and just tell them, Mr. President, open up drilling in the Gulf, open up drilling in Anwar, open up drilling in the Outer Continental Shelf, drill in North Dakota, drill in Oklahoma and Texas. The president is looking for someone to blame, and he ought to look in the mirror. I mean, I know he likes alternative energy, but I'd rather see an alternative president.
There you go. The big line from Mitt Romney. Alternative energy, an alternative president.
I'm still supporting Gingrich Palin. All right, 33 after the hour. Do you have anything else?
Well, I'll save it for later, boss. I have Pat Robertson talking about oral sex.
No, I want to hear that.
Okay, well, he's old now. He has a co-host on the show.
Oh, he does.
And he has this young lady, and she took a question. Somebody emailed in a question about oral sex. Take a listen.
Is oral sex between a husband and a wife in a marriage a sin? Don't look at me. I'm too young for that question.
You're too young.
I'm too young.
Do you have a baby? Did you get married?
Oh, my Lord. Can we just switch the current up, Pat?
The Bible doesn't make that sinful. It's a question is what's in your heart. You know, what's in your heart? If to you it's sin, it's sin.
And the Bible says that, something about a bed is undefiled between a husband and a wife. So whatever you guys decide on between a husband and a wife, God bless you, be undefiled. That's what I mean.
It didn't say it is it's
no,
let it be.
Yeah.
That means don't bring somebody else in there.
Exactly. I'm glad you cleared up that scripture for me.
But I
think I got verklempt.
Any evidence of love and compassion and affection between two people who are married.
Let's switch to the next question.
Of what is in your mind. If you feel it's sin, it's sin.
So there you go.
Maybe she could shut up. kind of let Hooker Cake barely can hear Mo Pat, or is she trying to cover up for him?
I think she wanted to move on to the next topic.
In the worst way.
Sort of like when you talking to Maria Molina about the teddy bear.
Yeah.
Sort of analogous.
Hi, sir. Hi, sir. Yeah.
Coming up on 25 till the hour. All right. It is 6 minutes till the hour here on the Imus in the Morning program. The Godfather's here, and so is Bill Cosby. And I have nothing to add. I like LeBoutelier, but man, he's all bummed out about the ticket, isn't he, Bernie?
Yes, he is.
He's a smart guy, though, you know.
He's a brilliant guy.
Wacky dude, man. He's really out there.
Oh, well, there's a backstory on him
I love him.
that we don't even want to know about. I mean, you can't even guess about that. So
that was wacky.
I mean, he's got.
It's okay, T. McFarland.
It take anybody with initials for the name.
I want to call her a liar.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on his.
What? What are you talking about?
What's the matter, Godfather?
Is this really happening?
Maybe he needs a little help getting rid of some of his problems.
I don't know if he.
Maybe this McFarland person might disappear.
Well, I don't know. I understand you have some thoughts on Joseph Abood.
Oh, yes, I do.
Well, they're coming up 5 till the hour. One of the more famous blues singers ever.
That's right.
What is you going to do?
Absolutely.
What is you going to do? Yesterday was Super Tuesday. You got a song about that.
I got the Super Tuesday blues.
Let me hear it.
Here we go. Yesterday was Super Tuesday. The GOP put his votes up on the table. Yesterday was Super Tuesday. The election results was all over cable. It's a troubling proposition no matter which one you choose. It's skunk vomit, the suit dummy, or Mr. Butt Juice. I don't like politics. There's always somebody promising you something. Then as soon as you get their vote, they get that Alzheimer's. In St. Louis, this alderman was asked me to help him get reelected. I said, sure, if you can help me get my car out the police impound. I helped him get elected by a landslide. I said, Mr. Alderman, what about my car? He said he didn't recall any conversation about my car. The alderman's wife was sweet on me. I invited her over. Later that evening, she arrived. I said, hang up your stockings, baby. The next morning, the alderman was knocking on my door looking for her. He asked if I had seen her. I said, I don't recall any conversation about your wife. Check the impound. She ain't no car, but she rides great.
Oh, that's just disgusting. Help Joseph Abood. I mean, not an email, a text message. Hating on John LeBoutelier. So, but at least when Abood makes a jacket, it fits, unlike Skip Gambert and Louis Rickard making these shirts. Was I exaggerating about the shirts?
Oh,
no.
Of course not.
No, I'm not.
Look like an L.A. gangster.
And you're trying to tell them. Here's the thing that I can't tell you how this irritates me.
Yes, you can.
Because when you tell somebody something, I tell Louis, I said, don't make him like this because it's too big. Oh, no, he knows what to do. Okay. So if I could get a hold of you now, I would. But
you could choke him with that shirt.
Oh, God. You can't. You know what the problem is most of the time?
Yes.
And I'm sure this happens to you. You can't get anything done right the first time. I mean, and then once they do get it right, then they decide just arbitrarily they want to change it. So then they change it, and then of course they screw it up, and then here we are. And then what happens? It gets on the radio, it's on television, and so that's why I pay for everything, so I can do that.
But at least with this Rickard, you're not getting annoying emails 5 times a show.
Well, he probably doesn't know. He's probably asleep, or who knows, or in the same coma he was in when he recommended this. So anyway, here's the Godfather now on another dopey designer. Good morning, Godfather.
Good morning, Don Imus. I do not like this Joseph Abood. He does not treat Don Imus with respect.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, who is he? A Finocchio seamstress who made his bones making Kmart versions of Ralph Lauren designs for his bathhouse buddies? If it were not for Don Imus, this Abood would be nothing more than a rag merchant, a sweatshop gypsy, cutting butterick patterns for culottes. He's of Lebanese extraction. I do not know many Lebanese except for Corporal Klinger from MASH, with whom Abood shares many things, a pronounced nose, an olive complexion, and the fondness for wearing women's clothing. I do not hold it against him that he wears it because his men's clothing sucks. Homeless people prefer moving van blankets to his designs. The Jews in the garment district have a name for him. The Schmata Schmuck. His claim to fame is making jackets for Don Imus. He basically clothes a cowboy. He also does the same for an Indian, a construction worker, a motorcycle policeman, and a sailor. And yet he has the gall to dash off emails of critiques as though he were a man of respect. Although I must admit, he does act like a man. But the operative word here is act.
It's quarter. This is Tuesday with that is Dagan McDowell. Morning, Dagan.
Good morning, sir. The markets yesterday closed at new 52-week highs, and the futures are up again this morning. The Dow futures up 17 points. Unfortunately, gas prices keep going up. $3.83 a gallon is your national average, up 32 cents a gallon in just the last month. Almost one-third of this country is paying more than $4 a gallon. Nationwide, though, we're going to top out in a few weeks at $4 a gallon. And out in California, prices have probably already peaked and may be heading lower. So there's some good news out there. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fill her up.
All right.
All right, thanks, Dagan. In here bitching about my custom shirts. I mean, can you? I mean, could I get a clue?
Come on, man.
What's the matter?
It's like the.
You ready to sing the blues?
The custom shirt blues? How about Lighnin Hopkins? Yeah.
Yeah, well, sometimes you wear them shirts that are too big.
Yeah.
What you need is a bandana.
Yes, I know that.
And one of them things that hang out your back pocket, and a pair of black Chuck Taylors look like one of them cholos out of L.A.
It's like the curtains on the Titanic all over again, man.
21 after the. All right, Bernie, what's coming out in the briefing?
Romney gets testy about being rich, and Bill Maher tells ABC News it was okay to call Sarah Palin the C word.
All right. Well, an email just came in for Rob Bartlett. Rob used to have 3 chins. Now he just has 1. This person claims to be proud of Rob, who has lost almost 50 pounds in how long?
Less than 5 weeks.
Less than 5 weeks on the Weight Not diet, which is, it's not actually on a diet, it's a food program. But it's, well, you just go to weightnot.com, work it out. 5 till the hour.
Imus in the morning.
Well, apparently Louis Rickard is not asleep.
What did he say?
He said, well, he said he can see me today. He doesn't need to see me. Go back, remake these shirts. And the last the measurement, he's been making all of my shirts for years. The last measurement, not this one, the one before this. Go back and make him that size.
Which measurement was this?
This is the most recent one. I don't know why. Maybe but I wouldn't gain that much weight.
When did you have it done?
What?
When did you have this measurement done?
I don't know.
The larger measurement.
Oh, a month ago?
Could it have been when you were, somewhat heavier than you are now?
A little bit, yeah.
Perhaps.
Would 5 pounds make all that much difference?
Possibly. You could have retained water weight from when you were taking the medications for your various ailments. Weren't you on steroids for a little while?
Yeah.
Could have been. What's something to do with that?
That's what I told him, but he wouldn't listen. That's the thing. Those guys, the people, they won't listen.
I never wanted this for you.
What?
I never wanted this for you.
Well, no, but I mean...
Governor Imus, Senator Imus, Pope Don the First. 40 years ago. Godfather premiered 40 years ago yesterday.
Really? Please welcome now to the Imus in the Morning program, our old friend Bill Cosby. Good morning, Mr. Cosby.
Good morning, Imus. I'm a member of the Hollywood establishment, and I'm not a big fan of Jason Matera. I saw him on your show trying to get publicity to sell his new book, Hollywood Hypocrites. Sell his book Who would buy this? This is the kind of cat that would try to sell bacon-scented drawers to a lion tamer. They offered Rod Blagojevich a plea deal. They said, Rod, read Matera's book or go to jail. Guess where Blago is? Hospitals use this book to treat priapism and insomnia. Now, when the mob takes you for a ride, they read passages from the book. You pay to make them stop. Matera released this ambush video of Chris Rock. Rock called me to warn about this fool. I'm coming out of the restaurant with Fat Albert. A young fellow said, Mr. Cosby, may I take a picture with you? I take the picture, and then he asked me about the tea party. Fat Albert said, not today. He grabbed the camera and then gave himself a colonoscopy with it. I told Jason to use the pictures from the camera as a visual aid for his book.
19 after the hour. Bernie's got a briefing coming up. That's going to be sponsored by Planet Fitness. What'll be?
Rihanna tells Ryan Seacrest why she hooked up with Chris Brown, and some real ugliness with the New York Super Bowl Giants that is going to shock the eye man even. You've had your share of interns as well, so what the hell?
This is not the time nor the place to be. I was shut up.
Shutting up. Over and out.
Bitch. What's the matter with you?
What you?
There's too much space, I think.
You're the
Well,
one.
I wasn't married. I was single for 15 years. But I mean, no. I'm going to call you. I'm your. Get me a cab. I'm coming over there. I'm going to. This American Sniper's on. He's coming after you. We're both going to be after you. 27 after the hour. You know, I listened to that big Al Anderson record the other day, and I was thinking about something else because I have attention deficit disorder. Mm-hmm. And I listened to it again yesterday and realized that, good God Almighty, there's some great songs. I mean, great. And Big Al sounds pretty good, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Man, very nice voice.
And then he's got a song called Change in the Wind, I think it's called. He's got a line in it called, there's a memory knocking on the door, I think I'll let it in. It's good, isn't it? Oh, man. There's a breeze blowing over me. There's a change in the wind.
Very poetic.
No, he's a big-time songwriter and has been for years, so. And a nice man, too. The Imus book of the week, the album's called Strings. Big Al Anderson's available everywhere. The Imus book of the week, sponsored by Lindenwood Bell Learning Centers, celebrating 25 years of helping students. Another song called Heart of Hearts. Oh, come on, man. Just great songs. Helping students learn to their potential. Call Lindenwood Bell now at 800-300-1818 or go online at lindenwoodbell.com. Well, the book of the week is Becoming China's Bitch.
Yeah.
That's right. Now, former Goldman Sachs guy, Peter Kiernan, stole all the money he could and decided to get out, you know. Write this book. We had him in here. I kind of liked him. So, you know, and I'm Jamie Dimon, half a yuppie nitwit, so.
Right.
Becoming China's Bitch. And 9 more catastrophes that you have to avoid. So, big I-Man fan, of course. So, oh, really, Don? Becoming China's Bitch. You'll buy that, too. This portion
Boss from the Small Business Authority Studios, and the Giants won the Super Bowl this year.
We know that, Bernie.
Now, 4 or 5 years ago, they won it also. And one of the guys on the team at the time, a world-class schmuck named Jeremy Shockey, who makes, you know, Ben Roethlisberger and Terrell Owens look like Tim Tebow, this guy. Well, anyway, he was on the team, but he broke his leg at the end of the regular season, and he never played in the Super Bowl, and he's kind of bitter about it. Well, he went on to play with the Saints. Anyway,
where was he last year, Warner? Do you know?
He was with the Panthers last year.
All right. Well, anyway, the Daily News reported yesterday, New York Daily News, that he reached out to the Giants to come back to the team.
Oh, wow.
And Amani Toomer, who was also on the team back when they won a few years ago.
I'll be loving me some Amani Toomer.
Absolutely. Well, apparently he had an ugly divorce, which you'll hear about here in a minute. But anyway,
Who did?
Amani Toomer.
Well, that's too bad.
He tweeted.
I hate it when love goes wrong.
He tweeted about Jeremy Shockey. He tweeted.
Like the love between K.T. McFarland and John LaBute. Why don't you start over again, because I was interrupting you.
Maybe Big Al could write a song about it.
Yeah. Get Big Al Anderson to address this issue. All right, go ahead, Bernie.
Jeremy Shockey, he wanted to come back to the Giants. Amani Toomer hears about it. He tweets, a bad teammate, worst person, he says about Shockey. Well, Shockey writes on Twitter, well, he was the lazy one that broke my leg. And then he writes, remember when his ex divorced him and he urinated on her clothes? I guess he's the good person. And
What's he talking about?
He's talking about Jeremy. Jeremy Shockey's talking about Amani Toomer and the divorce, the aforementioned divorce.
Amani Toomer urinated on his wife's clothes?
According to the wife.
Well, see, that's I just hate when that happens.
I mean, yeah, but whatever. Things get ugly, you know. And who knows if it's true?
Can't be peeing on the girl's clothes.
So Shockey writes that, and then he says, "Go get
she
it."
has them on. That's not right. I'm just a joke.
Good one.
You could have gone all morning with that.
Coming from experience.
That's a joke.
Good Lord.
All right, Dagan? Is that just a joke?
That is just a joke.
What snakes
My
are in
mind
your
went
head
to a
that
really
makes you
crazy place, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
More now from John LaBute.
Go ahead.
So
Bernie.
anyway, Toomer writes, "Shockey, thanks for proving my point."
What?
Nothing. Hey, did you hear Ryan Seacrest spoke to Rihanna? Speaking of world class schmucks, about Chris Brown. They cut a couple of records, each other's records, tracks, whatever. Well, yeah. Ryan Seacrest asked her, "Why would you do something like that?" And this is how it went.
Right after the Grammys, 2 tracks were released, and one featured you with Chris Brown, and the other featured Chris Brown with you. What was behind the decision to simultaneously release those tracks?
You know, I reached out to him about doing Birthday Cake. The hottest R&B artist out right now is Chris Brown, so I wanted him on the track. Mm-hmm. And then in turn, he was like, why don't you do the remix to my track? And, you know, it was a trade-off. We did 2 records, one for my fans, one for his fans, and that way our fans can come together. There shouldn't be a divide. You know, it's music, and it's innocent.
And music is universal, isn't it? Rihanna, thank you very much. We appreciate the time.
So, I mean, he doesn't. How about the fact that he beat the crap out of you? Why would you Why would you re-hook up with a guy like? That's the question.
Tough questions he asked.
I mean,
Ryan Seacrest. Oh God, I like him, but
those
man,
are good tracks.
I mean, duh.
Jeez. Why would you go near him again?
I mean, honest to God,
the guy beat you to a pulp, and now you're making records with him. Why would you do something like that?
Yeah, how about that question?
Hey, it's universal music. Yay.
I don't know.
Bernard McGurk, I love you, Bernie. Bernard McGurk here at the Imus program. Mike Lupick. One of the reasons when I came to WABC Radio in New York that I insisted on talking Lou Rufino into leaving FAN and coming with me was because of his production and engineering abilities.
Yeah.
And we spend an inordinate amount of time on this program making it sound good, just with timing and music. Like I was listening to a morning show in L.A. yesterday. That was awful. It sounded like somebody was put together with somebody beating like somebody playing a piano with a pickaxe. You know, there was no flow, no timing, no nothing.
I got a mental picture of that.
So we spend all of our time so the radio show sounds great.
There's a butt coming.
Yeah, you think?
But Tom Bigfoot Bowman, he and I've been together for 10 years on the Fox Business Network, because he wants to get some stupid business statistic up that nobody cares about.
Big inflation number.
Exactly.
You're absolute. I'm going to take this moment to apologize personally to Lou for ruining his production values.
He bangs out of a Fast Domino record.
It's nice. Thank you, Tom.
I mean, it's just it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It never ends today.
He's admitted later.
You're starting to get on my nerves about like Charles did.
Oh, clearly.
Because you don't do any. You don't have any between the newscasts. You just kind of look at your computer and stare off into space. But you've got other little idiosyncrasies and tics.
You've been searching for these.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yeah. One day you said to me, you don't do anything annoying.
No, you started.
There you go. I'm glad we're on that trajectory.
Yeah, he has tics and twitches that he didn't have before he started working for you.
Start doing the news.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
He's tapping his toe, beating his knee, he's twitching his head around, stuttering.
Big meeting for the president today. And the
Charles
vice president.
had like 50 of them by the time he left.
I remember it was nice working with you. I gotta go.
Imus in the morning.
The controversial John LeBoutelier, former congressman, is coming up. Did he say anything to you? Did you walk him out, Carly?
Yes, I did.
And did he say anything to you about the KT McFarland thing?
No, he didn't say a thing.
Didn't?
No. No, and no juicy gossip.
Did he say anything at all?
Kind of funny what I said, huh, Carly?
No, he didn't. I mean, I just gave him the general. That was good. Let's go.
Let's go.
Walked him right out of the building, and he's on his way.
So, do you ever have any conversation with him, or?
John, yeah, I would call him. I would consider him a friend.
Oh, you would?
Mm-hmm. He's a great guy.
Okay. So when you meet him, what does he say?
When I meet him in the lobby,
Yeah.
we just general conversation.
Okay. So he never alluded to you at all about this KT McFarland.
No,
claim.
no.
Okay. Do you believe that this? Do you believe him or do you believe KT?
Oh my gosh, Imus.
Show some guts.
Yeah, come on, Carly.
I believe.
You believe KT. Thank you.
Of course, we all.
You believe KT. That's what you believe. All right, so 6 minutes after the hour again.
Either way, though, he should leave things lie. Let him just be.
What?
I mean, we all love LeBoutelier, but I mean, you wouldn't want to be dredging up that old laundry. Just let it be.
Well, what be?
Why bring it up?
Why bring what up?
The fact that he thinks she says that he dated her at some point.
Right.
I mean.
Well, because he's coming up in an interview here on the radio.
No. I mean, no. Why would he bring that up out of left field?
Out of nowhere.
Out of just exactly.
One of the most
just
random
sort of attack
comments.
KT McFarland.
So you think KT McFarland is because she's happily married now, a mother of 5, bunch of grandkids, and a fairly well-respected personage on the planet, doesn't want to own up to
tapping that?
No, Bill, not tapping. How would you put it?
Certainly
Dagan?
Having a relationship or
dating.
Knowing
him, yes.
him.
Right.
Yes.
In the biblical sense.
Well, either or, really, but.
Yeah, that's right. So. Well, okay. So, Carly, you can't be old.
No, I think that he's just got her on the mind because she's a very accomplished woman and she looks terrific.
Yeah, she is attractive, so I could see where.
Admiring her from afar, watching her on
He could be tuning in to the Imus Morning program, watching the Fox Business Network when KT is on, and he's sitting there, you know.
No. He's doing what?
Pants around his ankle.
Yeah.
with a bagel and some orange juice.
What else you
This
gonna
ain't
say?
right. This is Warner?
Yes.
Stop it. This is not right.
Me?
Get some control of this show, Warner.
You know who's leading in basketball?